What's going on, everybody? It is Sparks Comics here, bringing you guys another review of part of the July previews catalog. This catalog, like we've said before, initial order cutoff on these is due at the end of the month. What it's saying here, July 26th. So we're going to get into talking about the Vault Comics section of the previews catalog today. I'm excited to talk about some of these books because they look awesome. I've just taken a look through at what the new books are. There's a lot of good books continuing from Vault. So we'll get into that in just a second. But first, go ahead and do all of the things we always tell you guys to do. Like the video, comment down below. Let me know if you're picking up any of these books. And if you aren't already and you're here and you're watching this, subscribe to the channel. That's down below. You hit the bell notification button, and that will let you know when new videos are being dropped from the channel. And with that, let's roll the intro. All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to get into looking at these books from Vault Comics. First off, if you guys missed Autumnal when it was releasing, this is a fantastic story, creepy nature horror story, and it is well worth the read. So pick it up in the trade paperback. Save you a little bit of money there from not picking up the individual issues. It's from Daniel Kraus and Chris Sheehan. Absolutely fantastic read, and I enjoyed reading every issue of it. So worth picking up in the trade. Next up, we have a new one from Peter Milligan and Sally Cantorino. It's called Human Remains. All right, let's see what this one's about. Dax and Visa love each other, but in this new and terrifying world, love is dangerous. Feeling anything is dangerous. Earth has a new and terrible invader, monsters that deprive us of the very feelings that make us human. Shocking tale of pent-up emotions, perilously loud sex, and forced composure in the face of unspeakable horror. From one of the most celebrated writers in comics, Peter Milligan, and breakout horror artist Sally Cantorino, who was on I Walk with Monsters, which I really enjoyed. I'm in on picking this one up. There is a cover A and a cover B listed so far. A cover B by Josh Hickson here. It looks like a pleasant scene, but then you look closer and there's blood everywhere. That sounds awesome. I don't know if we already have some of the other variants in here. Probably not right now. But we'll see as we get to the FOC. I'll tell you guys there's probably ratio variants on this. Next up, we have a book that's not out yet, coming out soon, Deadbox. This is issue number 2. Issue number 1 is going to be coming out in August, I believe. Mark Russell writing, Ben Tisma on the art. A swap meet throws a marriage into crisis and threatens to undermine the faithful of Lost Turkey. The healing powers of a rom-com are required. So the Deadbox looking like a red box here. And cover B by Corin Howell. Fantastic. I am really excited to check out issue number 1 of this one. They've been putting out some great horror books. This, the Nightfall imprint of Vault. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in issue number 1 of this. That'll determine, will I continue with it? But it is on my pull list right now. So I'm starting out going all in on reading this series as well. So we'll see what happens. Devil's Red Bride is getting a trade paperback, collecting the entire series. I did not read this one, but I have heard some good things about this, especially if you're into kind of the samurai type of story. And then this one's got a definitely interesting name. But this is from their new All Ages imprint, I believe. It doesn't say what that imprint here is. I'm blanking on the name, but Hello, My Name is Poop, an original graphic novel. So I'm not 100% sold on this myself because that is an odd name. It is a graphic novel also, and I tend to pick up more of the single issues. But this is by Ben Katzner and Ian McGinty. Poop is a normal kid with normal problems. You know, parents, homework, bullies. He used to have a normal name too, but he moved to a new school and everything went down the toilet. That's the bad news. The good news, turns out some names are special. Some names come with powers. Turns out those bullies really stepped in it. Sometimes being a kid can really stink. Will Poupée become the new target of bullies at his middle school? All day long, they call him Poop. However, an icky janitor reveals himself to be a wizard in disguise. Will learns that there are names of power. If you are given one of these names, you gain certain abilities. Poop is one of those names. He now has powers that could be used to get back at the bullies, but power, even poop power, is exactly what can turn someone into a bully. With some help from his friends, Will must find a way to use his fantastic farting magic for good. Well, that sounds like the perfect child story right there. It is all ages, of course. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a great story for younger audiences and maybe a good way to get them into comics. Hollow Heart is getting a trade paperback here. Paul Aller and Paul Tucker writing this one. I really liked how this started. I kind of fell off of this story in the middle, though. But I really did think it was a beautiful story that was being written with a really high chance that things were going to go terribly wrong. I Walk with Monsters is getting a trade paperback, which definitely need to read that one. And I think this is probably the best format to read this one because there was in between issues, I sometimes felt like I was getting a little lost. Moving on from Vault, something that is about to come out, the last book you'll ever read, written by Colin Bunn, art by Layla Lees. I'm excited to see this one when it hits shelves. I think it's about 2 weeks away, maybe. We should get issue number 1. FOC was very recently, so should be very soon. Yeah, Colin Bunn's been killing it across the board on all the books that he's been writing, so it'll be interesting to check this one out. Issue number 3 in the catalog right now. There's a cover B also in here by Jen Hickman. That's an awesome little cover there. Probably with this one, I'm going to stick with cover A's for it. I want to read it. I want to enjoy it, but I've been trying to cut back on picking up covers. We have Money Shot, issue number 15, written by Tim Seeley and Sarah Beatty, art by Caroline Lee Lane. This is, a sci-fi story that is definitely a triple X story. And there is a black bag variant for a cover B. Rockstar's complete trade paperback by Joe Harris and Megan Hutchinson. Megan Hutchinson being the Megan Hutchinson that you know, married to Donnie Cates, done a lot of awesome covers. Fantastic artist. And I think this story was being published by Image, if I'm remembering what I heard correctly, and they didn't finish it there. So this is the complete story here in a trade paperback, and Vault is putting it out. Shadow Service Volume 2 is also on here. I've been loving Shadow Service. I don't know if it's going to be ending here. I think we have one more issue to find out. Maybe 2. But I've been loving Shadow Service and the MI666 being a part of that story. But Volume 2 right there. We have another graphic novel here, original graphic novel called Unfinished Corner by Danny Coleman and Rachel Tuna Petrovich. Jewish mythology has it that when God created the universe, he left one corner of it finished. Opinion is divided on why, but everyone agrees that the unfinished corner is a dangerous place full of monsters. 12-year-old Miriam neither knows nor cares about the unfinished corner. She's too busy preparing for her bat mitzvah, wrestling with whether she even wants to be Jewish until a peculiar angel appears, whisking her 2 best friends, and her worst frenemy off to this monstrous land with one mission: finish the unfinished corner. Sounds like an intriguing story there. We've got Vampire the Masquerade getting its second trade paperback here. Tim Seeley, Teenie Howard, Blake Howard, Nathan Gooden, and Aaron Campbell on this one. Verse graphic novel book 1, Broken in Half by Sam Beck. I think this is a new story. Book 1 of the 3-volume series of original graphic novels. So yeah, original graphic novels that they're putting out. Everyone knows magic doesn't exist anymore until magic changes everything. So this looks like an interesting story here. I'm trying not to get too interested in too many of these stories, but as you know, I love Witchblood. Oh my God, this cover is awesome. Lisa Sturl, Matthew Ehrman. It's back in its most explosive issue so far with Yana Adelakoya and Texas Red hot on the tail of Paxton and the Hounds of Love. How close is too close? Featuring the first appearance of the Witch Queen Esme. So there we go. Issue 6 is going to be a hot one. Cover B, of course, is the tarot card variant. We're still waiting on that one to come in. And then cover C by Yoshi Yoshitani. Still connecting covers going on. I'm loving these covers, but each time that means 3 covers I'm picking up, which is a dangerous cover game to play there. Holy crap, this cover looks awesome. I'm thinking this is partially Vampire the Masquerade, World of Darkness, Crimson Thaw, Teenie Howard, Blake Howard, Jim Zub, Tim Seeley, Danny Lohr, Julius Ota, Aaron Campbell on the cover. World of Darkness event. Cicely Bain has become everything she ever wanted as the Prince of the Twin Cities, but her rule over a fractured, backbiting vampire court is interrupted by an intruder, something big, hairy, and full of teeth. Good. She was missing a good scrape. There's worse living in the shadows than vampires. Rip open the doors of the World of Darkness as RPG comic king Jim Zub joins the writing team that brought you Vampire the Masquerade Winter's Teeth for this Oversight Issue Events series. So you fans of Vampire the Masquerade, this is definitely something that you will want to be picking up. I just read the first issue of Vampire the Masquerade finally, and I'm probably going to go down that rabbit hole here soon. So we'll see if this is one that I get now, or maybe by the time FOC hits, I might be ready to order this. But thankfully, Vault is on final order cutoff, so all of these we will have another chance to look at and to kind of figure that out. And that'll be, so this is coming out September 8th, so it'll be sometime in August that we'll be looking at the FOC date. But the last thing here, we have Rassel Castle, graphic novel, book 1, Learning Ropes. This looks like another all ages book here. Paul Tobin, Colleen Coover, and Galad. Lydia Riverthane has always dreamed of being a professional wrestler, the greatest of all the fighters in the kingdom of Grimslade. There are just a few pesky things standing between her and the big tournament at Rassel Castle. There's only one way Lydia can save her brother, wrestling. So yeah, definitely a all ages story here. Book 1 of the 3-volume series of graphic novels. So I wonder, this, Unfinished Corner might be also part of that. Seems like they're doing graphic novels for their all ages title right now, all ages imprint. But again, these orders will be due July 26th, 2021. That is the initial order cutoff. But with our Vault books, we do know that we will have final order cutoff coming up, whereas some of these other ones that we've been talking about do not have a final order cutoff, just an initial order cutoff. So that's it for Vault Comics. Lots of cool books in the September previews catalog this month. I'm looking forward to a couple of the new ones there, and some of these continuing, some of these that haven't come out yet that I really want to read issue number 1 right now, but can't until they come out. But when their second or third issues are coming out in September, it's going to be pretty exciting. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching this. If you've made it here and haven't subscribed, do so down below. Hit the bell notification button, like the video, drop a comment, do all the things. You know what to do, guys. I really appreciate you guys doing all those things, supporting the channel, interacting with the channel. It really helps the channel to grow. We just bumped over 750 subscribers, so we will have a giveaway very soon. So be on the lookout for that. But that's it right now, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, collect what you love, and we will catch you next time.